has now referred the case to the Chief Justice to appoint a bench of judges to hear the case, as Jackie Maribe now reports.
A High Court ruling on whether the Senate's Finance Committee was constitutionally in order to summon 9 governors to answer to questions on financial misuse. A ruling that would go in the governors' favor, even as the seemingly protracted supremacy war between senators and governors appears to now take a new turn.
It appears that there is a trend, regrettable and likely even checked, to have tragic consequences for the nation in certain state organs disregarding the Constitution with impunity, particularly with regard to this exercise of judicial authority, while claiming to exercise powers under the same Constitution. As stated earlier, such conduct may have short-term psychological or other benefits for individuals or members of some of the state organs who seem intent on riding roughshod over the Constitution. It does not, however, bode well for the people of Kenya, on whose benefits state power is supposed to be exercised under the Constitution.
Justice Mombi Ngugi has issued an injunction that forthwith bars the Senate from summoning the 9 governors. Bomet's Isaac Ruto, Bungoma's Ken Lusaka, William Kafogo from Kiambu, Samuel Tunai of Narok, Kisumu's Jack Ranguma, Kitui's Julius Malombe, Hussein Dado of Tana River, Ahmed Abdullahi of Wajir, and Nakuru's Kinuthia Mbogwa.
I also issue an order that pending the hearing and determination of this petition, a temporary injunction be and is hereby issued, restraining the respondents from summoning County Executive Committee members responsible for finance to appear before it to answer questions on county government finances. And C, pending the hearing and determination of this petition, an order be and is hereby issued, suspending the summons dated 8 February 2014, issued by the respondents to the governors and the county executive that have been set out.
The Council of Governors Chair Isaac Ruto saying this is a win on his Twitter account. Ruto tweets, "Court has ruled in favor. The rule of law wins the day, but the biggest winner is the Constitution and the people of Kenya." But it appears the matter is far from over as Senate and governors continue to flex their muscles over who then is superior to the other when invoking the Constitution and on checks and balances. His message, therefore, to his colleagues in Parliament: Senate, if we rubbish our legal systems, we will be setting up this country on the path of chaos. We cannot have the wild, wild west here. Jackie Maribe, live at 1.
Here's an encouraging story now. For over 10 years, he has been mocked, abused, and ridiculed in his village in Tetu, Nyeri County. They nicknamed him the tea-picking advocate. Well, what the people of Tetu didn't know is that John Madenge, an advocate of the High Court, who was admitted to the bar in the year 2000, actually needed help. His drinking habits had cost him his job, and he was left homeless in Nairobi. However, there is hope for him now. After Citizen TV highlighted his plight, Madenge has found help and has been taken to a rehabilitation center, and a new job beckons in the horizon for the lawyer turned tea picker.
When he woke up on Monday morning, he knew it was another day of hard work. 42-year-old John Madenge Wamboi headed to the Nyayo T-Zone in Homboini in Tetu, Nyeri County, to do what he has been faithfully doing for over 10 years now. Not by choice, though. Nothing reflects the man he was, whose admission to the bar as an advocate of the High Court in the year 2000 was celebrated by the people of Homboini. It was a milestone. But this would only last for a while for the graduate from the University of Nairobi School of Law. The same people who celebrated his achievement now mock him. They call him the tea-picking advocate. While still picking tea, unlikely visitors made an unexpected entry on learning about his plight on Citizen Weekend. A bishop from one of the churches in Thika has come to his rescue.
Nilipoona akishika picture ambayo inamuonyesha akiwa amevaa kama an advocate, tears came into my eyes, and I don't remember watching any other news after that because I was crying.
Madenge will now be taken to a rehabilitation center.
I'm happy about it, and I feel grateful. And I'm grateful. And I feel grateful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sasa kama ni kumchukuru Bishop, ni kumchukuru kwa hiyo kasi amechukua. Juu hiyo ndio ulinzi, that is the way, hiyo ndio kasi yake ya kuonyesha anafanya kasi ya Mungu.
His tribulation started following the unsuccessful search for a job, the on and off casual jobs. Plus, with no place to stay in Nairobi, life in the city became unbearable. He turned to alcohol for solace, which later spiraled to other psychological complications. He lost the temporary job in the law firm he was working in. Madenge was homeless. It was time to go back home. After 10 years of toiling in tea farms in Tetu, John Madenge Wamboi finally puts down the basket which has brought so much pain. Judy Kosgei, Citizen Live at 1.
In every cloud, there's always a silver lining. That's what that story there teaches us. Now, the government plans to build a mausoleum for the late freedom fighter Dedan Kimathi. According to Tetu MP Ndungo Gedenji, the mausoleum will be housed within a 20-acre center that will also incorporate a museum that will catalog the freedom struggle, as well as a teaching center where guests will be lectured on the ideals and values that defined Kenya's freedom struggle. The MP spoke in Nyeri when he led residents in marking 57 years since Dedan Kimathi's death in 1957.
And we're requesting to be given 20 acres of land in this very space to allow us to build a center, the Dedan Kimathi Memorial Center. This center will serve as a mausoleum to the late Field Marshal. This center will also house a museum of the freedom struggle, of the history of independence of Kenya.
Well, of course, we are going to take a short break here on Citizen Live at 1. And after the break, Mike Okinyi will be joining us with all the latest in sports. Stay with us.